Alrighty, artists. One of the things that I would like to do is provide students who are learning virtually with the similar experience to what we'll be covering in the classroom. We talked about doing an abstract work of art. As the students here in school will be working primarily with line, shape, and color, you'll be doing the same thing but in a digital format. Instead of using actual materials like you normally would, we will be using Pixlr.com again, a program that you have already worked with for some of your other projects. So it will be nice in the sense that you may recognize some of the tools that you've already used before. So just kind of recapping, what we'll be doing here is creating an abstract work of art based off of the elements of art. So you're really focusing on the use of line, shape, and color rather than creating recognizable imagery. So when you are ready to get started, you will want to open Pixlr.com, and that is just Pixlr.com. When you get to your home screen, you will want to use Advanced Pixlr E. You do not want to use Playful Pixlr. Advanced will provide you with more tools that you'll be needing for the project as well. Once you've clicked Pixlr E, you will be clicking Create New in order to start a completely new document. This size, a web small, would work just fine, the 800 and 600 dimensions. If we click that, we can then go over to the right-hand side here and type in the title of your work. You can call it Abstract Art, and then maybe put your name at the end so that when you're searching for this on your Google Drive later to turn it in, you know what you have titled it and you can just search that up. When creating your document, you will want to click a background. So if you click this little tab here, you honestly will probably be covering most of your background anyway, so I would recommend just starting off with a white background and choosing that color before we hop into the document. Once you have that selected, you will click Create. And once you're in here, you have your blank canvas to start working on. So the interesting thing about this assignment is all students will be getting the same exact instructions, and really it's up to you how you handle those instructions. So if we were to go back into the Google slideshow that I'll be going over with the class, there are specific steps that everyone will be following together. So for example, step 1, you can choose whatever orientation for your paper that you would like. So you can do this horizontally, vertically, and then step 2 would be drawing 5 straight lines anywhere on your paper or composition. They will need to start on an edge and end on an edge, but as far as where you put those lines on your composition, it's completely up to you. Some of your lines may be thicker, some thinner, so when you go into your Pixlr document, you will be using primarily the shape tool to start creating lines. You can see here that you have your layer 1. I am going to go right over to the left-hand side of the screen here and click the shape tool, which is a square in front of a little circle. Once you've clicked that button, there is all of your shapes located at the top toolbar. You'll find your line tool is the last one here. You'll want to make sure that you are working with black. So if you go down to your color swatch down here at the bottom, you can click that. You can drag this up and down, but black, you can always kind of locate that by dragging it down to the left or the right corner down at the very bottom. Once you see that black is on the top, you'll click OK, and then you can start creating your lines. So again, the instruction when you get started is to create, I believe it was 5 lines. And like I said, it's going to be from edge to edge. That's the only requirement. So you can start by creating those lines. And in video 2, we'll talk about how to add shapes. So this is your first step. They can be intersecting. They don't necessarily have to be intersecting, but that is up to you. Just click and drag to create your lines for step 1.